Everybody, it's Colin McDonald, your host. You're joining in on another episode of Skyping Style, found only here on the styleTV channel on YouTube.com, so don't forget to check that out. I am joined again by my absolutely beautiful and amazing host, Keleigh Nealon.
Hi, guys.
And for you guys that don't know about Keleigh, she is actually a on-air host for the Daily Briefing, right?
Yep, I do. Check it out on your iPads, Kindles, all those fun little gadgets you have. If you want your news in about a minute 30 seconds, you can have a conversation at the water cooler and know what's going on.
Love that. Yeah, and I guess it's the #1 app, right?
Yes, it is, and it's super easy. You can check out the free articles if you want, or you can subscribe and do either one. But just get your news out there, know what's going on.
Perfect. All right. So, guys, we just saw the red carpet for the American Music Awards, and we are here to dish yet again another fun, no holds back. Let's just have fun. Keleigh, what did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah?
Nothing.
What did you like about it?
I thought that, I mean, let's say, this award show is all about the wow factor.
Yes, yep.
This year, I wasn't wowed, like, oh my God, even Nicki Minaj was calm.
Well, yeah, go.
She looked phenomenal, but like, I expected a little bit more, but I loved her look.
Well, you know what's weird is, both with completely different directions, which I was unexpected when they even walked in the red carpet, was Nicki Minaj and Kesha.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
What, I mean, Kesha, I was expecting to have, like, this crazy, like, is that, like, out now?
I don't know. I was just going to say, are we starting to see Kesha grow up a little bit? Because there have been a couple different instances, this year especially, where she has cleaned it up.
Right.
But then we saw her performance. I caught the beginning of the show, and then it just went all downhill from there.
I didn't catch it. Was it good? Was it bad?
She pulled her Kesha card.
She did. Okay.
You know, she was cleaned up on the red carpet. I thought she looked fantastic. But then she did some nasty things on the dance floor. So you should definitely check that out.
So yeah, so definitely that was a different direction, and I was actually very, very surprised to see that on the red carpet. Tell me, who were some of your best dressed on the red carpet?
Let's see. My best dressed, I mean, Taylor Swift has really brought her up. Oh my gosh, she was stunning. I mean, you know what else? Stunning. If you put her and Stacy Keibler next to each other lately, same body, same person. I mean, they are unbelievable. I'm about to hit the gym now.
In the industry, glamazons, yeah.
Glam, yes. I thought Taylor Swift, you know, we're really seeing her grow up. The outfit that she had on, hello legs.
Legs for days.
Unbelievable. But you know, that was one of the trends that we saw. The nude, the sparkles going on.
Yes.
A lot of the ladies were wearing that. Yeah. But I thought Taylor Swift was probably my absolute top. Yeah. How about you?
I'm gonna say I really, really love Jennifer Goodwin. She was in Oscar de la Renta.
You're so funny. You and I, but nope, not mine.
It's real. I just felt it was. I mean, maybe I mean, probably it was too. You're right. It's probably too classy for the or sophisticated for the AMAs. I don't know. I just saw it. And when I saw her got out of the limo on the red carpet, I was just like, I mean, it's Oscar de la Renta. So I was like...
you know what? And she always brings that kind of quirky, you know, it was almost, not a boxy fit, but kind of a bell top almost.
But I love that, though.
You know what? She can pull it off. If anybody can pull it off, it's her.
Right.
Now, the girl that she was with, what's her name? Gotta find her.
I'm going blank on that one too.
Jennifer Morrison.
I liked her, but I don't even know who she was in though.
I believe that they're both in. I think they're both in Grimm, the show.
Okay.
But I thought, I mean, when they zoomed in and they showed the detailing around the neck, and it was this beautiful.
I did notice that. Yeah.
Embellishment, which was another trend this year.
Yes.
The embellishment that kind of went up and around and. They didn't show the back of her, but it almost looked like the sleeves kind of came over, and they weren't too puffy, but it almost had the look of a cape.
Yes, which is the cape's big now. It's, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow was on the red carpet when she did with Tom Ford, and everyone's now doing it. Following
that yeah. I mean, I really liked it, but and another thing, when they zoomed in on the dress, you could really see that it almost looked like tinsel in the dress.
Yeah, it was like almost like a brooch type of embellishment on the
dress, she was her and Taylor Swift, I think, were my top two.
Now, what about Carrie Underwood? I loved Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood, she always looks great. I'm surprised that that's what she wore. I think that her wearing what she wore looked a little bit older on the carpet, and I'm not saying old in a maternal like a matronly way. Right. I think that she stood out. Nobody has that color on.
Well, that's why I love the color. I think the color looked amazing on her.
The color was great on her, but Carrie Underwood's not someone who's always going to go, pow, bam, this is my outfit.
Right.
I'm surprised. I want to see her legs. She's got stunning legs.
She does. You're absolutely right about that.
In the industry, but I thought she looked very nice, glamorous, and elegant. I did think that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely love the dress. I definitely love the choice. The color was amazing on her. You know, the hair, makeup, everything was good. She was definitely on my best dress list.
Yeah. I would like to see her eventually maybe do something a little bit crazy. Yeah. But she seems like someone who, you know, keeps her private life private, and maybe she does those crazy things behind closed doors. Who knows?
Yes.
But,
yes.
You know,
she's probably a bad girl behind closed doors, you know.
I don't know her new album out, but she's a nominee. I believe she's a presenter tonight as well, maybe.
She does it all, you know.
Now, what did you think about one of the groups that everyone was really excited to see? Was
and I actually caught their performance, which was really good.
I did too.
What did Wanted, you right? And I never even heard of them.
Who?
The Wanted. Is that who you're talking about?
No, I was talking about No Doubt.
Oh, No Doubt. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm talking about the boy bands. I mean, there's all these pops of these boy bands now. I'm like, what's going on? We're going back to our NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Boy bands ruled the carpet tonight. Wow, we had Backstreet Boys, The Wanted. I mean, everybody, even the mini Backstreet Boys.
Exactly. Yeah, I loved No Doubt. I loved how Gwen kind of channeled her going back to her No Doubt days. She looked amazing in that Balmain tunic, and you know it was you know it's very Gwen. So I mean
yes.
it wasn't like I wasn't like, oh my god, like I wasn't like fall off my chair.
She's a mom now, but she's still rocking out. I mean, the group, I thought as a collection, I thought everybody looked nice together.
Right.
Everybody did. I was impressed with that. Some of the other groups that were out there were maybe a mishmash of I don't know, maybe they just showed up, maybe they don't have a stylist, I don't know. But No Doubt was one that I thought collectively looked really nice together and put together.
Completely agree. We're agreeing tonight. I love it. I love it. Okay.
So far we haven't gotten through everybody.
So far. Let's talk about Cyndi Lauper. I know Cyndi Lauper has a crazy and eclectic style, but when I saw her being interviewed on the red carpet, I thought to myself, the first thing that popped into my head was Braveheart, Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
I saw your.
Like, what the hell was that?
I don't know. I do not know. I totally agree with you there. If you heard her, she was saying, I've got this going on. I've got a reality show. She has all these different things. And I tweeted at one point, I go, Cyndi, you got a lot going on in your life, and you got a lot going on in that outfit there.
She's short, and it was not even cohesively going together. Like, I was like, she had like the plaid, and then she had like the leather, and then she had like the
pants with the rips in. I mean, it was. I wasn't impressed. But what are you going to say to Cyndi Lauper?
Exactly.
Wait.
Okay, now moving on. Christina Aguilera.
Not impressed. I'm a big fan of The Voice.
Yeah.
I didn't dislike the dress. Right. I liked the fading on it. Do you know who designed it?
I didn't know who designed the dress.
I couldn't find that either. I think we're too early and the questions weren't being asked. Maybe we should be on the red carpet.
Hello, AMAs. Next year, me and Kelly will definitely. Seriously.
But I like The Voice. I'm surprised she went with the cropped haircut, which was another trend. Everybody had very clean hair this time.
Which I liked, you know.
I did like. I think that was one of the things that made the red carpet this time around look a little bit more sophisticated and glam.
Exactly.
But going to her dress, I didn't dislike her dress. I just wasn't wowed by it.
Okay, you know, I get that she's rocking, you know, curves, and I totally respect that. You know, totally respect that. But she looked like she just walked off the set of Jersey Shore. She was so tan. I said, who are you hanging out with? The cast of Jersey Shore? Like,
right?
She was, I mean, and when she was interviewed, and like the TV was with HD now, you could see her hands. She looked almost different ethnicity. I wouldn't even have recognized her.
Yeah, and you know what? I understand she's doing her own thing. I mean, we get it. We know that you were a record label and they were making you do things when you were younger. But like, don't just rebel, you know. Britney Spears shaved her head, and even she's back on track now. Like, Christina, come on, get it together. Let's figure it out.
Yes.
You know who I'm looking at right now, and I want to get your opinion.
Yeah.
50 Cent.
Who?
50 Cent. Did you get a look at him?
I did. You know what? I really have a lot of respect for 50 Cent. Him, and I also have a lot of respect for will.i.am, which I'll talk later on. But,
yes.
50 Cent has really come a long way. He's grown an amazing, amazing brand in a business, and he's kind of like, you know, what was smart. What a lot of people don't know about 50 Cent is that he's a very, very smart businessman. You know, he really kind of, you know, when he was during his rap days, he kind of did his thing, and he kind of then took that money and didn't blow it on like, you know, cars and houses. Right. He really invested it into business and his future, and that's what I really like about 50 Cent. But I mean, he was in like a gingham style type of dress shirt, I believe, right?
Yeah, it was I guess some people that I know would call it like a picnic table cloth.
Yeah, it's called gingham. Yeah, that's
but it was nice to see him put nicely together. Yes, I was impressed. I think the gray and the blue looked nice on him. The burgundy pocket square, he could have gone, I think, with something else. I didn't take a look at his shoes. I didn't see those, but I was really impressed to see how far he, like you said, like how far he's come. It seems really grown up, and it seemed like he was actually encouraging some of the younger artists as well. So I thought we'll give him a B+, a B+.
Yeah. Speaking of men's fashion, let's quickly kind of go over to men's fashion a little bit. We definitely saw, you were talking about the burgundy and the oxblood type of color. That's really big. A lot of men were obviously embracing that on the red carpet for this awards. And I noticed, for example, I really loved the boy band The Wanted, which I literally was not even familiar with. I am now going to be following them on Twitter.
I don't know if they're The Wanted or One Direction. I have no idea. But were they all wearing Tommy Hilfiger?
They were all wearing Tommy Hilfiger, which they
I loved them. I loved them. I thought each one of them looked just a little bit different.
Yeah.
But similar enough.
Yes.
That we know they're together.
Exactly.
The one had his open button, which I loved that. It was a little bit more rugged.
Well, that was a big trend on the cover for men's fashion. They weren't wearing you really didn't see any ties or ties. It was open. And I like that. It was the American Music Awards.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh, keep it more of like a casual chic type of.
Absolutely, yeah. I thought they looked really nice. They went on to perform, and again, now I see why the girls love them.
I can see too. Their performance was amazing.
Yeah. I really liked them. Let's see, who else do we have here? Why don't we talk about will.i.am?
will.i.am. Yes, I absolutely love will.i.am, his whole style, sense of style. I absolutely loved his gold glasses. I tweeted him and asked him who the designer was. I didn't know who they were by, but I want to buy a pair. And I love what he's done. He is an absolutely incredible person. And what I will say about will.i.am is there's a documentary if anybody can watch. It's on Hulu, and it's a day in the life of his life. And he really talks about, you know, making a change in this world and, you know, doing things in a positive direction. And I think what he did tonight for the AMAs was he introduced this thing called Eco Style. Or what was it? Ecos,
I'm trying to look, see if I can see in the picture. Eco something. But
Eco something.
Yeah.
But it's basically like he's trying to, you know, promote the idea that we really need to start to be more aware of our environment, and we really need to start to think about, you know, our waste when it comes to, you know, us just throwing stuff away. And how it all stems from is when he was in Brazil at a concert and everyone was left, he noticed all of the waste left from the concert, and he said, this is horrible that this is all waste. Yeah. We need to do something about this, and we need to recycle this, you know, these plastic in these bottles and things like that, and do something with them. And so
I thought it was a really great message, and they were all over it. They were loving it. They were, you know, talking about how the pants that some of the gentlemen had 8 bottles or 8 plastic bottles in them, and that is really impressive for a celebrity to do. But to his outfit, he did hold true to one of the trends, which was gold this year, like you mentioned. He had gold all over. You know, I'm not sure what the things on the top were, but he's got the teeth underneath. And the vest. If you looked, he had the Scream and Shout rings for the release of him and Britney, which the song leaked. You could kind of see him get a little bit nervous when one of the presenters mentioned that. But, you know, it's will.i.am.
Yeah, he's a really great guy, and in regards to a sense of style, he has an amazing sense of style, and he's definitely a leader in my eyes. So kudos to you, will.i.am. Shout out. Keep doing what you're doing. I want to be involved, and any way that I can help, let me know. So moving on. Let's talk about who else. Oh, we had Heidi Klum. What
Heidi Klum. She again did her matchy, but this time I liked it.
I loved it too. I loved her. I did.
I really did. I actually had kind of a matchy thing on before this until I spilled soup all over it. So I was going to talk about that, saying how, all right, Heidi, I understand. Yeah. But I thought she looked beautiful tonight. You know, again, she went with the gold.
Yes.
The big embellishments, the sparkles, it's not glitter, but everything's shiny. But she did look stunning. She looked really pretty.
Looked amazing. Okay. Anybody else you want to talk about?
How about Pink?
Oh, Pink. Yes. Pink looked amazing. She looked, I don't know who she was wearing. I don't either. Trying to Google the designer, but I couldn't figure out who she was wearing. But she looked beautiful in bronze, I would say. It was that bronzy. It wasn't gold, but it was like a bronze type of tone.
I don't know. I'm
on the fence.
I am on the fence. I thought her hair and makeup looked stunning. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably one of the best that she's ever looked. That kind of, pullback that she does with the whatever.
Whatever you call it.
Yeah, her makeup was just really classic.
Yeah.
But still, you knew she had makeup on. The dress, I read somewhere that it looks like a bulletproof vest. And once they said that, I can't say that I disagree. But I don't know. It was a little bit too moo-moo-ish for me.
Really? I think it showed off her shape just fine.
Really? The top I liked a little bit more than the bottom. The bottom just kind of looked like she grabbed the sheet and draped it around her.
What? No.
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed with it. The color, I thought the color looked really nice on her.
I love the color on her. It complements her skin really great.
But for Pink, is this a new Pink we're seeing to be a little bit more elegant? You know, there was kind of that hard rocker edge to that dress, but it was still a little more glamorous. And then I
think she's a mom now, so I think she's she's got to kind of keep it more kind of sophisticated.
No,
it needs to be something
you're right about that.
Let's move on. Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, I saw your tweet. I know you didn't like her, but
I like the gold. I love the whole gold long thing, but I just felt like that tube top. It looked like she had a bathing suit underneath. I think if she really put maybe something with a black chic wife beater type of style type of show with that would have looked amazing.
Yeah. Or you know what? Give me some bigger earrings, some bigger jewelry.
Yes.
She had her hair pulled back, which looked great. She's been around a lot lately.
She has.
I think she has a new reality show or something coming out, but I liked the gold. I agree with you there. If she was going to keep the outfit the same, give me go with the embellishment trends.
Right. Yeah.
Really use that, and she didn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, like I said, it wasn't like, oh my god. I mean, I love the skirt, I love the gold skirt, but I guess I just switched at the top for me, and she would have looked at me. Would have just kind of elevated her look. I feel like a little bit. Who else? Who else is on my list?
What about Jordan Sparks? I want to hear what you have to say about her.
Jordan Sparks. You know what? I mean, I love Jordan Sparks. But, I mean, I didn't love the dress. I mean, it was kind of like, that fishy net type of stuff.
Yeah.
It just didn't, I don't know. I mean, I love the pattern was definitely kind of cool and interesting, but I didn't.
Yeah. There's something that, the pattern is pretty. Right. Something about it is really nice. Something about it doesn't go together, though.
Right.
I was looking at it, and I'm trying to like it. I'm really trying to like it.
But you can't. Right.
I just couldn't get into it. And then she was on the red carpet with Jason Derulo.
Yeah.
And the two of them, I mean, if you're going to show up, you're going to be making out on the red carpet. At least
plus two, she just lost all this weight.
Oh,
it's
tell
like
me that.
I would love to see a gold type of gorgeous with showing off the legs with some strappy shoes and show off the legs. I mean, that's just
she's young. She's got to do it now. What are you gonna do?
Absolutely.
You know the rule. You can't wear mini skirts when you're 40.
Exactly. Well, in Hollywood, they got stuff, so they can always.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I'm totally kidding about that. But yeah, Jordan, I wasn't really impressed with that. One of my favorites, and I totally forgot about this until now, was Kerry Washington. Now,
yes. yes.
Big Bird has had a big year this year.
She has.
She brought it into the red carpet. I loved it. I loved the length. I loved the lace that was in it, which lace was not a trend, and she really, really worked it.
Yeah, she did.
I thought the color on her was spectacular.
Yeah, exactly.
You put them all out there, she stood out.
Yeah, and she's always been that fashion girl. She has a lot. She's friends with a lot of designers here in New York, and she definitely 100%. I agree with you. She looked amazing in Stella McCartney. Definitely.
And then in the total other direction, Gloria Estefan.
Oh my gosh, horrible. I didn't like
What was that? Just tell me what it was. Make me understand.
I can't because I don't understand it myself. So if I knew it, I would tell you. But yeah, she just, it's Gloria Estefan. I will say she does look good for her age, whatever she's doing with and she lives in Miami. She's their sun all the time. So she must be doing something right to, keep herself the rays from the sun. But other than that, I didn't love the dress. I wasn't like, oh my God, that's Gloria Estefan,
No, I actually wanted to close my eyes and have someone tell me when she was off the screen so I could look again. I did not like it at all. It was almost an iridescent, just, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. It was like you would wear that if monsters and goblins had a red carpet. She could wear that and fit in, but just, and not here.
Exactly. Okay. Quickly, talking about trends. Some quick trends you saw on the red carpet.
Trends, we mentioned a couple of them. There were the metallics that were out there, and mostly in the golds. Didn't see a lot of silver, except on that the new singer who's not from America. Looks like
Albanian singer, dress. Who now Timberland has took her under his wing and
but she was the only one with some real, I guess, silver. But the trends were really the metallics, the golds. You saw a lot of the nude. Let's see, the embellishments, and I don't think that they were shown as much as they should have been, but I thought the embellishments were really one of the better trends this season. Now for the guys, some guys take this step and they really say, like Will.i.am, he's fun, he's gonna do something.
He takes it to the extreme,
He absolutely. He probably would wear that outfit to the grocery store for all I know.
But he might though. It's Will.i.am. So.
Yeah, you saw a lot this time of the Gangnam Style.
Oh yes. Oh my God. He is like the new craze. My God.
Is. And you know what? He's funny when you watch him. But you saw some of the guys getting into that thinner lapels.
Yes, a more refined lapel. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of bow ties.
It's almost like a Euro style type of lapel.
Yeah. There were a lot of bow ties I saw. Psy, going back to him. Yeah. I'm not sure. Did he loosen his bow tie at some point?
No, it's actually it's funny. I have a T-shirt like that I bought at Kenneth Cole like a couple years ago. But it was a bow tie that was actually a sequined bow tie that was actually sewn to the button down to resemble the bow tie. That's
Well, then I totally missed that one. But for guys, that was really it. And then earlier in the night, some of the girls, going back to the ladies, the nails.
Oh, I didn't see the nails. No, tell me about the nails.
They were talking about, I can't remember which award show it was, but Kelly Osbourne showed up with that $250,000
She got reamed
manicure. And she got ripped apart for that. I loved it. You know what? It's fashion. It's fun. If you can do it, you can do it. I understand people get mad. You have better things to spend your money on, but let her have fun. But there were some of the other hosts there. They had crushed rubies and crushed diamonds. So it will be interesting to see if they get as ridiculed as Kelly did.
Well, you know what? I think it's great, but the reality of it is let's be realistic here. We just had a major catastrophe here in the Northeast, Hurricane Sandy, as we all know. And for somebody to be putting diamonds and rubies on their nails is absolutely ridiculous.
At this point, Kelly was pre Superstorm, but you are right about that.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Kelly. Definitely, I love having you on, and you guys definitely be seeing more of Kelly because she'll probably be my go-to girl when it comes to the rest of the
Yay! Well, you're always a pleasure to talk to. Whether we agree or disagree, it's always fun, and it's always fun to watch your tweets and see what you have to say. So.
Yes, definitely. So, guys, definitely check her out on the Daily Briefing. And then also check her out on Style TV. Again, she'll be coming on again with me more and more because as the season goes on, we're going to see more and more shows. So, Keleigh, just let everyone know where they can find you, where they can tweet you if they have any questions for you.
Really, you know what? I really got into Twitter right now. So
I love Twitter.
Up a lower third or something, you know, spell out my name because it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm always tweeting on there. Sometimes I do some pictures, but I usually, if you can't get the daily briefing on your phone or something, I usually post them on there. So let me know what you think. I'm having a lot of trouble with my hair lately. So if somebody has any suggestions, please let me know.
Girl, I will tweet that, and trust me, I will get my hair guy to you like that.
Yeah, great.
So again, just tell them exactly what's your Twitter handle. But I'll put it on there. But
is my first dot last name is, I think there's a dot in there. Maybe there's not. Well, either way, try it. So it's Keleigh,
yep.
N is in Nancy, EALON. And you know, sometimes I post stories and sometimes I post fun stuff. So just check it out,
guys. So definitely hook up with her, follow her on Twitter. You guys know where you can find me, StyleExpert00, StyleExpert00.
You passed.
Yeah, so tweet me, follow me. If you have any questions about the AMAs, definitely don't hesitate to tweet both of us. And definitely thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Skyping Style. Again, only found on the Style TV channel, which we've just recently launched on the YouTube.com. And we've got a lot of other great stuff coming up. We're definitely looking for style correspondents to definitely cover red carpet events and parties and things like that. So definitely email me if you are interested in being involved with the channel. So thank you guys so much.